May, I gave you my heart, and the very next day, you turned me more gay. This year, I'll give you...
You know what? I take it back. It took, like, some adjustment, but I think I've come full circle, and I think Yaoi Christmas is fucking hilarious again. Now the question becomes how I actually turn on Xenoblade, because I haven't used the Wii U in so long. Yeah, okay. Dada do it! Hello, everybody. You know, with Astral Chain, it keeps being like a month between like every single time I play it, and it's like, okay, sure, that's one thing. Astral Chain is, well, let's be frank, Astral Chain. But Xenoblade also used to be one of those games that, I also kind of didn't look forward to streaming, but man, if you didn't catch last night, oh! Eh? No, this is fine. Shit has demonstrably hit the fan. So I'm really excited to get into the final hours of this, except, well, maybe I'm not, because they kind of pad the end a little bit. There's a bit of busy work we gotta do, tying up all the loose ends, but let me tell you, the highs don't stop anytime soon. Hey, Rice. Still hate Why do you hate Yaoi Christmas? This is the war on Christmas. Fucking liberals. Anyways, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. Let's see, so what level am I right now? I'm playing as Melia. Shulk is dead, by the way. It's okay, he got better. Yeah, and there was a very good cutscene that we watched at the very end of last time, and it used the good music, Wait, what is it actually called? I think it's called Shulk and Fiora. It's like a reprise of the main theme, but, you know, good. I mean, any version of it is good, you know what I mean? It's Yasunori Mitsura. We know what we're getting into. Anyway, Spirit Clematis. Ah, yes, it's like a clamato, but it grows from the trees. Alright, so I'm assuming I'm just running here towards the flag. It's what we always do. No, because this is where I came from the first time, right? I gotta go to my big old garbage dump. Where Shulk lives now, because he got yeeted here. You know what? I don't know why it didn't occur to me sooner, but I think if Shulk were to live anywhere, it kind of would be in a garbage dump, wouldn't it? Although I'm assuming that the artistic intent was for this to be rubble, not trash. But you could have fooled me. Oh, wait, is this gonna work out? Because in the Fallen Arm, this was like notoriously difficult to swim onto. Come on. It's like impossible to find shore. There we go. I was worried I was gonna have to take like a 2-minute detour like all the way around this thing. We good. I mean, minus the danger music, because in that sense we are not good. So am I gonna have to learn how to fight using Melia? Because I was going in, I already was not looking forward to using Shulk without the Monado, but I kind of forget what we're in for, you know?
Let's move. Gotcha.
I'm going too.
But Shulk needs you.
I know, but I can't just stay here.
I have an
What if
idea. Let's
something
take Shulk with
happened
us.
What would I tell Shulk when he wakes up?
Fiora, are you sure?
Man, I forgot how much compromise they had to make for the look of this game for it to run on the Wii. I don't know. Weirdly enough, I kind of like the final product artistically more than I do Xenoblade 2.
So he survived.
I like the faces a bit better. Like, they're blurry, but I can see what they're going for, and I like it. You know? Like, there's the definitive edition HD remaster and whatever, but they really did change up the art style a lot, and I kind of prefer this, if I'm being honest.
You'll meet him soon enough. You might even be reborn if you return to Lord Zanza. Who knows?
No stroking on stream, Dixon.
Next life.
That's not...
You will not mock the memory of my brother.
What the fuck? What? That's not... Dixon!
Why don't you just give up?
It's a shame Snoodoodle isn't here to witness this right now, because there's a grand vision of Dixon by certain chat members that needs to be like ripped apart, needs to be torn down.
Existence, Zanza and Mayneth must use a being they created as a physical host. They cannot exist forever as mere souls. This world was created so that they may continue to exist. It is for this reason that its existence and future is in their hands. This is the passage of fate and your visions. People live and die at the mercy of Zanza, and through this, Zanza maintains the existence of this world.
Our destruction was always inevitable. Everything we did was meaningless.
Are you certain? It was his will to revive you and use you as a host. Taking the Monado from Mayneth, doing with the world as he wishes. Everything was as he decided. But why is it that Zanza now wishes to destroy you? What is the need for this?
That's because...
He in fact has no choice but to do it. If he does not, he risks his entire existence.
And we're the source of that risk. But why?
It is a marvel to exist outside the passage of fate. The lives created by Zanza and Mayneth inevitably attempt to escape the passage of fate. This signifies the beginning of their destruction. Mayneth accepted this and entrusted the future of this world to you. Many times, your visions have allowed you to change the passage of fate. You saved the lives of those destined to die.
I couldn't save everyone.
Nothing that exists is perfect. It is a sad truth, but you can learn from it and begin the journey on a new path. Not Zanza's path, but one that you forge yourselves.
Our own path.
So, decide, Shulk. Will you walk the path laid out by Zanza, or will you walk a new path? The Monado awaits you.
Does it though? I don't remember. Wait a second.
That was always how it was going to be. If I'd wanted to walk the predetermined path, I wouldn't have come this far. Even with the odds stacked against us.
Yeah, no, I don't remember us getting it yet. No. Alvis is kinda what, Rice? Say it.
Fiora, Rhine, Dunvan, Sharla, Melia, Ricky. We all feel the same.
Well then.
Get in the Yowie Christmas spirit. Speak the
To
truth.
succeed. Succeed and follow a new path.
Alvis, are you...
You already know. You know what I am. And
Gay.
what you must do.
Anyways, hey Neon Blue. You're on early? Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, is that when I stream late, it's not because I want to. That's kind of just how, life shakes out, schedule-wise. But you know what?
These things don't give up.
Ricky never lose. Ricky protect Colony 6.
Thank you, Ricky.
Right.
I love you.
We can't let them get any further.
Rice, what are your thoughts on Ricky?
Take them down. Oh yeah.
Yeah, oh god, and with Melia! No! Oh, we're in for a rude ride, folks. I don't know what I'm doing! Mind blast, mind blast. Bind? I don't know how gonna use her! God, I love Ricky. Good for you! Okay, this is a red one. I mean, damage is being done. Can Melia heal? Is that what she does? Strength up to nearby allies. These are my allies. I can help. I'm helping, I'm helping. How could they fuck up the Nopon characters so bad in X and 2? God, I forgot about the Nopon guy in X. Tatsu, I blocked out of my mind. Ether up? I think I want Ether up, maybe. I can use this again? No, I think I want to, let's fight this thingy. Take a nap, take a nap, take a nap. Regenerate nearby allies? Is that a heal? I can't even tell. I can't even tell. Also, what's this thing here that I'm charging up in the middle? How does that get built? Is that specifically related to using ether things? I remember being confused by this before. Because now a lot of these are like X'd out. Ether drain? What? Everyone's dying. What are you talking about, Melia? Yeah, I can't switch my target. I think I'm like forced to do this. I gotta help out Ryan right now.
We are far from finished here.
Well, I wouldn't say that far, Melia. Yeah, this is the same thing that I ran into last time. Oh boy. Well, hold on now. Because, now, hold on now. Charla was the one on our team who was able to heal before, so we just don't have a healer, I guess?
Let's get him. Here we go. Now it's right time.
I don't know, I'm doing okay health-wise so far, I suppose. Okay, now you revive.
Now you're getting it.
Oh, I guess the big one went down? I really don't know what I'm doing. Things are just happening right now. I can't wait to get Shulk back. Thankfully, I don't remember this lasting very long. But boy, if I have to do any team without Shulk, this would not be my first pick, you know? Healing? Who's using healing energy? Oh, so can Fiora do that?
You can do it, Melia. I have witnessed my
You'd think I would know about this because I just used Fiora last stream. Just keep auto-attacking, keep whacking. Encourage? Yeah, sorry Ryan, you're gonna have to take the L on this one. Or not, okay. See, like, I could've gone for some Dixon, I could've gone for some Ryan. I mean, Ricky's okay, but I don't know if I would've had him on my team. Well, oh, that's what those things do? I never even realized. Oh, if only Juju.
Get away from him. Forget about the Monado, kid. More space between Zanza and us, the better.
If Ryan's got time to sound off, we must be doing okay.
We are doing okay.
Ryan is correct. Perhaps we relied too much on the Monado and Shulk.
Oh, you're telling me? As the person who refused to use any other team loadout besides Shulk, Ryan, and Charla?
We have to manage on our own.
I don't want to learn this lesson.
Look at them struggle. If they can't even handle a few Telethia, how do they expect to defeat me?
Good point, Dixon. Did not go well for me.
This is not the end.
I love whenever there's like large crowds of enemies. The background ones are always like 2D GIFs. I love it. I hope they keep that up. Even in the remake, they'll just have even more obvious 2D background objects.
I just overdid it. Fiora.
I'm okay. I can still fight.
Why are you bothering to try and cover it up? Go on, just admit you've had enough.
Never.
Look out!
Lots of dino beasts.
It truly seems as though everything is going as Zanza planned. But our hearts and minds, they still hold the will to seize our own destiny.
Can I seize the destiny to change my team? Or is that...
Try to break us. The future is ours to shape, Dixon. Always.
When will you learn you have no future? Face it, Your destiny is to die here. What?
Shulk! Thank goodness you're here!
Damn kid! So you're still alive! Attack! Destroy them! Ah! What?
That was awesome! Sorry for worrying you all.
Shulk. Welcome back.
Fiora.
Little brat. What's he gone and done now? Time for me to get my hands dirty.
Shulk, look out!
Huh?
Oi, kid. It's about time for your final lesson.
Dixon!
Show me what you've got. You think you've got the power to oppose Lord Zanza? Let's see how you do against me.
Okay, never mind. That was pretty sick. And also, we do get Shulk. Shulk still isn't here. Oh no, wait. I always thought that little pop-up was telling me what my party was. I didn't realize I could actually change it. That helps a lot. Okay, great. Select character. Yeah, y'all are getting the hell out of here. Listen, there's only one correct team loadout, and I'm about to show you all what it is. Ryan, you get to stay. So, I believe there's like a difference here. Like in the 1, 2, 3, I think I wanted Ryan to be 2. I may be wrong on this. Anyways. So as it turns out, I was completely wrong. We do get the Monado back right now. I guess I just remember the bit where we're fighting Telethia out here to like have lasted a little bit longer. But okay. I guess in my first playthrough, when I was like playing as Melior or whatever, perhaps I was lower level and had less luck, and that just like took longer for me, so I remember it being longer, but it's just the one battle. Which, you know what, bodes well for how we're doing XP-wise. Though when I said I had trouble with Dixon, this is not quite what I meant yet.
Thanks. I owe you. Just what I needed.
Oh, the heals. It's good to be back, baby. So what did I miss? Oh, hey, it's, Shulk is dead, but he got better. He talked to Alvis, and he said the chipmunks and gay rights, and I gotta use Purge. I gotta use Purge is what I gotta do. And now he has the Monado back, but it's like a different Monado. It's his... You must find your Monado, as they say. You know what they say. I just gotta wait for my, real ability to come back here. But that's tricky to do when I'm not landing very many hits. I gotta make sure I'm in range of all this. But not too much. We've only been going for like 20-ish minutes. God, I really hope they change Charlotte's AI to not be so terrible in the remake. I don't know. People always recommend against using Charlotte, but she has always worked for me. Sometimes she's like not quite as quick on the draw as I'd like her to be, but I find that she's like the most helpful. So if I use Purge, then now I get to go nuts, right? I'm getting some immunes, but I'm seeing a lot more damage numbers. I'm seeing a lot more draining of that health bar, so I think I just did a good thing. I think Purge was what I was supposed to use. Yeah, okay. Man, it is bizarre that we're seeing level 70 enemies now. You know, you're out here in Gara Plains at the very beginning of the game, and you see like level 80 gorillas. Well, that's good against Mechon, not Telethia. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. That might have been a mistake. What I gotta use is Shadow Eye. I gotta wait for that to come back. Surprisingly enough, nobody needs healing quite yet. What is this? No diving, no diving, no diving in the shallow end, no running in the pool.
Just what I needed.
And yet we're still doing pretty fantastic heal-wise. That was a nasty hit, and yet here we are.
Everyone ready for a chain attack?
Man, I guess this really speaks volumes to how shit I was in the 3DS version, because I'm having like way less trouble with this right now. Maybe I just like never got Purge at first, I don't know. Like, I don't want to call it super early, but this took me forever in the past, and now it seems like I'm kind of positioned for an easy first try win here. Not that I mind. I'm gonna use another Purge just to be safe here. Look at this. When was the last time you listened to You Will Know Our Names for this long without any interruptions? Me good at Xenoblade, it's more likely than you think.
We can definitely do this.
It's a time for you to die!
That brat. How could he read my movements? What the hell's going on?
Shulk, how'd you do it?
Was the time of day supposed to shift, or is this a narrative time of day change?
I don't have the Monado, but it came to me, Ryan. From within.
Nice one! Looks like we're back in business.
Bunch of ingrates. Oi! Stop hiding and get yourself out here. I don't appreciate being left to do all the hard work.
Yeah, here comes... Wait, Alvis!
What? It can't be. Alvis!
Never mind, I thought it was gonna be Lorithia, but that's a little bit later, I think.
Yeah, another one of Lord Zanza's faithful. One of the Trinity.
No! How can he be one of them?
Alvis!
You've got me asking the same
Reason
question.
you served under my family, you traitor!
Oi! Say something! Shulk!
Leave it. It doesn't matter what he is. That doesn't change anything at all. Does it? Alvis?
Yes, precisely. You must find your own path to the future.
The Telethia! He's...
So you're just another one of Sansa's lapdogs.
Get ready, everyone.
Show them no mercy.
As you wish. Let us see that will to survive.
I'm not sure if I should be like, oh no, not more Telethia in like a sarcastic way because I've been doing pretty okay so far, or genuinely be like, oh fuck, a Telethia. Because I don't know, in the past, we haven't gotten the chance to fight very many of these, but things can be very hit or miss. And by miss, I mean when I accidentally kill OBS for like 20 minutes and miss the capture of my sick plays. The greatest redemption arc of 2019 is you getting good at Xenoblade. Well, let's not call that quite yet. There's certainly plenty more hard moments to come, but hey, for now, that health bar is draining pretty steadily, so fine by me. I think your greatest redemption is like de-shulking yourself, because last year, during a lot of games, you made lots of like predictions, and like, you made like bad predictions, like curses, you know? And then they would come true, but you've stopped doing that lately, so I think that's your redemption. I think if right now, if you were to say, Griffin's gonna get bad at Xenoblade, it would come true. I'm gonna use a purge. I gotta check how long that window of purging lasts, but better safe than sorry when it comes to these guys, because otherwise I don't want to waste it on like a Monado art and then have the gauge be drained when I need it, you know? Ooh! And yet, like, full health, like, it canceled the boss music and it's playing like the, uh-oh, dangerous now. But we're still doing fine. It's crazy. Like, I'm a little bewildered myself. Anyways, how have you guys been doing tonight? How has your guys' days been? What have you been up to? Wait, who's not connected? Charlotte? We got a Death Stranding. We gotta reconnect. Oh, she's cooling off. Which I'm sure she just said out loud. Okay. I can't imagine we can get a topple on this guy, right? Because sometimes enemies are immune, and I think there's a way to break through it. Maybe with the chain attack. I think chain attacks are the only way through. I'm trying to, like, kind of in the background, remember all the shit that I've learned in, like, the most super recent streams. But I think a lot of that related to visions, and I haven't had a vision yet, because some of these attacks, they've hit pretty hard, but I guess none of them have been devastating enough to, like, trigger a vision to even, like, warn me of anything, because I'm recovering from these just fine for now. But there's a certain pattern to, like, the colors and the names that I need to remember here. And then, in that sense, there's a certain way to react to it, but I'll have to refigure that out in a little bit when it becomes necessary, which I'm sure is sooner rather than later. I have stopped because it's funnier when you don't see it coming at all. Don't worry, it's on some level, I think I do always expect failure and disappointment around the corner. Yeah, as someone who's been streaming for almost like 2 years now, it's kind of just the natural order of things. But you know what? It's time we learn a lesson for Shulk, because I can change the future too. I've officially spent an entire week building and troubleshooting a new computer and its pain. Is that so? I'd like to hear more about that. Building a PC always seems like it would be fun, like, in theory, but not in practice. What are you talking about? Shulk's right there.
Meddling kids.
I have seen your will to fight. It is time to decide. What do you say? Does this world belong to you, or to Zanza? Well?
Either way's good with me. But I wonder what Zanza would say about it.
He desires the same. And he sees everything. As you see, Shulk.
It's like he says.
Get back here!
You understand, don't you, Shulk?
Yeah. You can bet on it.
We'll be waiting.
We'll be on our best behavior.
And we will be the best guests you ever had.
Ah, that's quite a good comeback. I'm impressed. I'm trembling. Me. Stupid meddling kid. After all these years, I never thought the day would come when I would feel fear.
Fuck you, Dixon. The building of it wasn't bad. I'm just too stupid and didn't do research at some parts. So are you, like, running into driver issues or compatibility issues, or what?
Dunban, have you seen Fiora?
I have.
Oh, I thought... I was like, she's right there, but that's Melia.
Thanks. I'll take a look. Fiora, here you are.
Oh, Shulk.
What's wrong?
Oh, it's nothing. It's so peaceful. It's hard to believe that we defeated a horde of Telethia just minutes ago.
Sansa wants to finish us all, so he can make the vision he's had come true. We're in the calm before the storm.
They'll be back, won't they? The Telethia. To remove us all from this world.
I won't let that happen. Whatever the future holds, we can never give in. Not to Zanza. No, not even to our destiny.
I wonder why Alvis said what he did.
Which part?
Does this world belong to us or to Zanza? Why would he side with Zanza? Power? Or maybe he wants to live forever.
Who knows? But I don't think his motives are that simple. I'm sure Alvis has some kind of plan. Otherwise, why would he speak to me in my dreams?
He spoke to you in your dreams?
That's another reason why I have to find Zanza. I have to find out why.
You and me both. I must fulfill Mayneth's wish. Shulk? You wanted to speak to me about something.
Oh, that's right. Lenada's looking for you. She wants to examine you. She's back at Junk's.
Oh, hey, can you go ahead? I'll go and see Lenada in a minute. I need a few minutes to myself.
Okay, no problem. Take your time.
Thank you. What can I do? If I go to see Leonarda, she'll find out what's happening to my body. I need to come up with a good excuse. Oh, please, let me be with Shulk just a little bit longer.
Zanza is inside the Bionis. I just know it.
Dixon must be there as well.
Yes, and Alvis too.
That's all good, but how do we get to them? If they're inside the Bionis, we're gonna need to dig a pretty big hole.
How long that take? Ricky get old soon.
It just so happens I have the answer. On the Bionis chest is a massive hole that leads inside. It's the wound made by Egil's final attack.
Then that means...
Yes. While the Allied force keeps the Telethia busy, you can sneak inside that wound and take out Zanza.
We will take Junk's. Let my father know when you are ready to depart.
Yeah! Time to knock some heads.
Ricky never lose. For Ricky family, Ricky win.
We must show this god our unyielding will to survive.
The suffering of my people will not be in vain.
The crimes against our friends will not go unpunished.
Shulk!
Ready. We go to the Bionis chest. We will free our world from Zanza's curse.
Oh, well then. I was like kind of surprised to see the music like still kind of going, and I was like, oh, that's cool. That's a cool moment. And then just like immediately faded away. Anyways, just want to point out how these little wheels on Junks have like faces. That is all. Okay, let's go to the Bionis titty. Except wait, no, I gotta talk to you. I'm exactly where I need to be. Wait, Mikkel? I guess Junks is the ship. Is it? We're ready to fly into the Bionis ship we had there now. Yes. I'm not sure how else I expected to get there. Yeah, we gotta fly. I like how he just giggles when you talk to him, like you just give him a tickle and he goes, See, unfortunately, this section doesn't have a bunch of cool lasers and mechanical rhythm playing, which then desyncs from the action. I wonder if that's specifically a problem with, like, the Wii U version, why that happened, you know? But no, we're just here.
It's the inside of the Bionis.
It looks quite different from when we entered via the marsh.
The Bionis is regaining its biological functions.
Must be because Zanza woke it up.
Then we find Zanza and stop him.
Indeed. Gamers, we are officially in the Bionis. The bussy. if you will. Yeah, though, this area is like... It's got a lot of parallels with the bit at the end of Torna, where you gotta go through this whole cave system. For quite obvious reasons if you saw that stream. But this is what's gonna be ahead of us, probably for the rest of the stream. There's a chance we might get to what's at the end of this by tonight, but we'll see how things go, because as you can see, we've got a little bit of work to do. Even though those last couple of battles went pretty well, things are gonna get shaken up quite a bit in terms of, you know, because when else do you see like roaming Telethia like this? It's always been like mech on this and mech on that, but that chapter of this playthrough is kind of over, you know? Like, I've always put a lot of my playstyle into being like, oh yeah, whenever I fight against a mechon, I'll be really good against them, you know? But there's not really a need for that anymore, not much. So now it's all about these guys, and there's gonna be a little bit that I have to relearn, I think, so buckle up for that. Whatever praises it was laying on me, the need for it is long gone. I'm just gonna keep spamming purges as best I can, though. Again, like, we're still doing well, but I can't help feel uneasy, like things are about to get much, much worse than this little dino guy. Like, look at this. I got flashing red for a second there. That wasn't even the case on like the boss battles, but this guy's showing me what for. Like, I don't doubt that we can make it, but it's not quite gonna be the cakewalk that we just had a moment ago, I don't think.
Can you still fight? My rifle's getting hotter. This is going well. Let's stay alert.
Who else wants some?
Yeah, I'm definitely like considering whether or not I should be like farming everything I come across. Like if I see a red dot that I just gotta go to it, or if there's better strategies ahead. Because if you look at like the levels of all these guys, we're like quite ill prepared. And I kind of thought that the bosses earlier were yellow only because, well, they're a boss, you know. Of course they're like a little extra. But no, we're just coming into this next area, and even the standard enemies are something a little bit extra.
Time for a chain attack. Oh yeah, baby. Right.
Speaking of computer building, though, I love how I'm just gliding around. Y'all hear about this $50,000 Mac Pro? Because, man, it really makes me a little disappointed that the Apple keynote streams that I do, because, you know, I react to them, I do commentary over them, like I would with a Nintendo Direct, or like I'm doing with the Game Awards, which are tomorrow. We should talk about that a little bit, too. But the one they did at WWDC, where they announced the Mac Pro, and the $6,000 display, and the $999 stand, man, I fucking lost it. I think there might be some clips on the Twitch channel, but man, I wish I could just like have the full VOD up at the very least, you know?
Forget about it.
But yeah, so back this summer, that was like when they announced it, and very recently that stuff is all actually like released. And it's so crazy to me, like, I think hearing about the $1,000 stand, like, okay, that's one thing, you know? But now, like, people are starting to cover it, and people are just like straight up, yep, I spent $1,000 on this stand, and it's like, man, you sure did, huh? It's very different, you know? In theory versus in practice. I'm still holding out, I don't know. Maybe they'll do like, this new thing is the Pro Display XDR, but man, I'm really salivating for just, I forget what they even called the old consumer non-industry professional ones. The Cinema Display. The new one's the Pro Display XDR, but the older ones used to be the Cinema Display. And they were like $1,000, but you know, for a whole display. And I think if they did like a modern one with like, you know, Thunderbolt and USB-C and all that, that'd be great. Because I still got my old 1440p like 2011 Cinema Display, but it uses Thunderbolt 2, so I gotta use an adapter, and I need to use a separate cable to charge it at the same time. And hey, the XDR does the things that I want it to do. Not that I'm even remotely considering getting that. You know, like the cost of the display would be like a fully spec'd out MacBook. So I think there are better things to spend that sort of money on if I really were gonna shell out something that crazy. But I don't know, so far it seems like they're listening to what pros want and what enthusiasts want a lot more. Not necessarily general PC enthusiasts, but for a very long time Mac enthusiasts were disappointed with the Mac and they seem to be trying to make good on them again. So hey, maybe. That's my hope. Yeah, I'm doing like surprisingly okay. I was really expecting to like eat shit the moment I walked through the door, but these first couple of battles haven't gone so bad, have they? Yeah, though, what are you guys expecting for the Game Awards? You know, that's tomorrow night. I don't know what I'm gonna be streaming necessarily, because last year that was like the same night Smash came out, you know? And so I go into it, and of course I know what I'm doing right after the Game Awards. I do Smash, but tonight, I don't know if they're gonna make like any crazy announcements for something that like might be, and it's available tonight. So, I don't know. Because technically in like my schedule, is this where I came from? Yeah, it's where I came from. Technically, what would be next in the schedule after tonight, after this and Undertale, would be Fire Emblem Three Houses, but since I already do those as like 6-hour streams, it may be a better idea to, I don't know, like Ukulele? I really don't know what to go in expecting. I'm hearing a lot of crazy rumors. Sora Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, I think if they do any sort of like, and it's available tonight announcement, and it's the sort of thing that I would actually like drop current plans and stream something else instead, it would be a Smash update. But what worries me about an announcement like that is the servers. Like, even if they technically release it, being able to play it by that night is another thing entirely. But the year before, they also released the Zelda DLC, you know, same night, so maybe they'll come out with something. I just want to know what happened to Bayonetta 3. It's been like 3 years now or something, hasn't it? Sora is not getting into Smash! I think there will be a Smash announcement, but what makes me think it's unlikely that it'll be a same night release is they've established the window for the first 5 challengers as part of the challenger pack from February of 2018 or from February of 2019 to February of 2020. So I think they're gonna go right to the end on that. I mean, the past few months have been like a new fighter every month, which has been a crazy pace, but if they take more time, that's kind of what I'm expecting them to do. But the Game Awards have always been like full of surprises and exceeding expectations when it comes to the announcements that are made there, so we'll see. Except for, I guess, that one year where they announced that Cranky Kong was coming to Tropical Freeze and everybody was expecting a Metroid reveal for the Wii U. Sora is nice. Fellas, if you're new here, Neon Blue isn't even new here, but I need to make it clear, I'm not even using Purge anymore. I'm just beating the shit out of these guys. I'm not even putting any thought into like what I'm supposed to be doing, what the intended strategy is. I'm still kind of mindlessly treating these guys like Mechon, and surprisingly enough, it's sort of kind of working. But yeah, I'm not a Kingdom Hearts head, and I especially hate Disney, so not a good combination. And if they get into Smash, I think it'll make me, and this is a big bar to clear, it'll make me angrier than Hero getting into Smash, because with that, I can at least acknowledge the legacy that that character has. It's like, okay, there's a long history with this character, you know, I don't like it, but on some unwilling level, I get it. Kingdom Hearts, I would die. I would be so upset. Do you think his final Smash is gonna have Goofy and Donald and Mickey, and they're gonna go on a Disneyland ride, and they're gonna be like, you can bring your family, the joy of Disney right to your home with Disney theme parks for only $4,000 a month. It's actually, I'm sorry, a week. Does Bayonetta have a long history? Yeah, of being a badass.
stuck in. Oh, that's a yeah. You like that?
Bayonetta gets in because she's great. I mean, how long a series has run is not the sole contributor, because hey, Klonoa's got an even longer legacy than Kingdom Hearts, no? But I don't know. I think it's enough. Personally, I'm expecting Geno. I don't know, as like the one thing, they always like, ever since Cranky Kong, they're like, okay, I don't think people are very happy that we did that. But since then, they've kind of gone in with announcements that like, core gamers are kind of excited about, you know, Breath of the Wild, first looks. Man, I might want to go back and watch that like 2014 Game Awards sneak peek where it's like a really early version of Breath of the Wild. That must be surreal to look at now that the game is actually launched, but stuff like that, Bayonetta, Smash Bros. Reveals, I don't think they're going to do like something that the quote-unquote gamers are going to like hate, you know? And if there's anything that gamers want, it's Geno, so that's my guess. Whenever I bring that up, I get people telling me, nah, Geno's not gonna get in. But I don't know, I've got a feeling. And even if it's not like the next challenger, we're getting another 5 after this next one. So, man, if not next, like, it feels to me like eventually, surely, right? Because I think, you know, at a certain point, you gotta start digging deep for characters. You gotta start running out of like really obvious iconic ones. Because they're already all in Smash. Everyone's here, you know? Geno's already in Smash as a costume. Hey, well so is K. Rool and Crumb. I very much doubt Geno. That's what they all say, Femi. Also, hi Femi. But guys, Klonoa for Smash. Yeah, I heard there was some sort of like leak though, wasn't there? Right at the last minute. I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but it sounds pretty plausible actually. And if so, that's a pretty fucking packed show full of announcements, which is why I'm kind of taking it with a grain of salt, because it's almost like too good to be true, but man, if even like one of those items on that list ends up being true, I am going to be a very happy gamer tomorrow night.
Okay, let's get going.
I would believe Sora more than Geno, sadly. See, but Sora isn't video games. Sora is Disney. The flexible cellular cells. Yo, where's the mitochondria? I wouldn't go that far. Yeah. Sora is video games? No. Sora is the video game where you get to watch a pre-rendered cutscene of Let It Go. Meticulously, people had to work just to replicate something that other people had already done. Which, you know, that's art. I gotta start using Purge, come on. I just find Kingdom Hearts so embarrassing. I don't think Disney would license him. They better not. Well, that's all the time I got. I gotta get back to selling Nintendo to the Walt Disney Corporation.
We make a great team.
Kingdom Hearts gameplay is pretty good though. I heard 3 was kind of shallow on that front. Like the combat specifically got quite repetitive. Boy, this really is the powerhouse of the cell, huh? I believe that big pulsating mass is where we're trying to get to, but I'm sure this flag up ahead will tell us where we're really supposed to be headed off to. We'll see. Don't you we'll see me. We will not see. We won't see a goddamn thing, because Sora's not coming. He's getting DLC where he can ignore women in his own game, and that's enough.
You look well, Your Highness.
I'm glad we're going to, like, Lorithia first things first, because if I had to rank the side antagonists in order of, like, how much I dislike them, like, hey, Lorithia's top priority.
Look at that. The heart of the Bionis. The pulsating life of Lord Zan.
Pulsating life. Do I need to bust this out again?
Show yourself.
No, don't show yourself.
I await Your Highness here. There is something I wish to show you.
Don't show me anything.
Your friends are welcome to join you. That is, if they survive.
She just smooched us a kiss!
Dorothea, what are you planning?
More like Monolith Soft, what are you planning? This really is a warning of things that to come.
Alright.
Sora, what women? Oh, I mean Kairi. Because they did like 12 games and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, the one female character's gonna get her big break. We're finally gonna let her participate. And then Kingdom Hearts 3 comes along and she like did all this training or something and they just threw her aside immediately. She didn't even get to do anything. Because like, even though I don't like Kingdom Hearts, as somebody who was, and I heavily emphasize the words was, friends with Julian, I kind of just inevitably, through osmosis, absorbed a lot of Kingdom Hearts lore, especially because like they streamed all those games at the time as well. And so I saw the full Kingdom Hearts 3 playthrough as well, and boy oh boy, did I regret that. Julian or not, you know? God, I made like clips for his Twitch channel. Now that's embarrassing. How embarrassing. Aqua is great. Aqua is great. Too late. Too bad Mickey was too late. This may be a very cursed thing to say, but I think Kingdom Hearts is the corporate Homestuck of video games. Prove me wrong. I want to see how chat reacts to that statement. I heard the Kingdom Hearts 3 DLC lets you play as Kairi and it makes me even more angry. Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. I legit can't even tell if I've been using Purge again. I don't think I have been, though. But, okay, these are like... These aren't Telethia anymore, I don't think. These are just like cellular creatures. Like bacteria. I don't think they're Telethia, they're like Jellyethia.
Man, what a bunch of jokers.
Square Enix is such a fucking mess. Yeah, hasn't Final Fantasy been shitting the bed lately too? I keep up on that series like even less, but from what I hear, from what I understand, that's like another one of their other big things, and the last installment was people didn't seem to like that one. I don't know enough about Homestuck. Where's Yanopi? We gotta get Yanopi up in here to tell if that's true, but the creator of Homestuck would need to be a living garbage fire for Kingdom Hearts to qualify as the same. Also, that's a hell of a freebie win. Nice. This is going quite well so far. All of these battles have been quite painless. I mean, they've been numerous. There's been a lot of them, and that one's level 75.
Everyone, let's go!
I'm gonna choose now to shut up, though, I think, because so far, so good. But here we gotta fight Chaos 6 from Sonic Adventure 1, and this may be where everything goes downhill. I really like visually how these enemies look, though. They do a lot with a little tech-wise. Like, you really think about how much artistically and in terms of resources was available to these developers, and hey, they made something pretty nifty looking with these enemy designs in this area. And just like with this environment in general. Like, Xenoblade 2 had some moments where you go inside of creatures, but I don't think anything quite like science classy like this. Science rules. Final Fantasy 15 was pretty trash IMO, and was directed by the same person who directed Kingdom Hearts. Okay, interesting. And it was similarly a development hell. Yeah, I think 15 was the road trip game. See, for the longest time, I was under the impression that it was good, because people were horny over the boys, but then Detroit Become Human happened, and then I realized people wanting to fuck the characters is, unrelated to the game's actual quality. And this is the part where I shut up before anybody says anything about Fire Emblem Fates. I might use a Purge. Again, I don't even know if I need to for these guys, but I think that's best. Super Eye Patch Wolf has a really good... Super Eye Patch Wolf, I'm sorry if this is like a very good YouTuber, but sounds like the kind of YouTuber who has like a persona who folds his arms when they prove a point to own the SJWs. Has a really good video about Final Fantasy 15 and its development, and it's really fascinating in just understanding corporate game development in general and the garbage fire of Square Enix in specific. I'll link it in Discord if you're interested. I was literally already typing Fates. Big spin! Uh-oh. I think I gotta use speed on Ryan. That's the trick. That's the response. What do we got? I mean, hey, Ryan came out of it okay, but oh no, he's toppled. Boggle. He is not a furry, and he's very nice. Did he also do a video on The Simpsons, or am I thinking of something else? I might have watched one of that guy's videos before. Ryan? Come on. What are you doing? I'm gonna go get Charlotte though, first things first, because the sooner we get auto healing going on, the better, you know? See, that was too close. That's too close. Yeah, same guy. Oh, I thought the name of this item was Giant Problem. Manage items, I guess. All right, what are we dealing with here? Let's go by... Well, no, this is quantity. I'm gonna go by sale price. It's hard to tell like what's useful items and what's not, but I'm going to assume stuff that's all the way back here that is effectively useless is typically stuff that we don't want. And you know what? If it is important for a side quest, like when am I gonna go out of my way to start Musky Nectar to like return any of this stuff? You know? Generic crank. That should be good for now. Now I can have my giant protein. Speaking of giant protein, I made some chicken tonight, and boy, the breast, let me tell you guys, it was like enormous. I don't know what to, it was just much bigger than usual. Like unnaturally so. Griffin isn't a furry. I'm gonna choose not to question why somebody is saying that in chat and just say, yes, correct. Happy Duck! The shop walked up to the lemonade stand and he said to the man, run in the stand, oi! We decide our own destiny! The man said, no, we don't have any grapes. Victoria's Gross. Oh my god! Speaking of Victoria's Gross, okay, so I was babysitting the other day, right? Well, really the other week. This is why, this was legit part of the reason I took a bit of a break, is that I was so fucking drained from babysitting on this one day. I did it for like 8 hours. It was more than I usually do, to say the least. Also, Enchant makes even less sense to use. Weird. But the girl that I was babysitting, she like put on Victorious on Netflix, and I don't even think she's old enough to like even want to watch it. I don't know why she was watching it, but I very quickly realized that it was a Dan Schneider show, because there was a bit where Ariana Grande is talking about feet. She's like talking to her friends and she's like, I gotta bleach my feet. I've got a feet bleaching appointment. And everyone's like, oh, you don't bleach your feet? Oh, I bleach my feet. Everybody gets their feet bleached. And then there's like a bit at the end where like somebody falls over and gets hurt. And, you know, everyone else gasps because, you know, oh no, you know, are they okay? But then Ariana Grande gasps and she's like, oh no, how did she get her feet so white? Or something like that. And then she joins a prison gang in like the next episode? Also, like, Drake and Josh is like a show that exists within the universe. You mentioned this but didn't actually tell me about it last time we were in a call. Well, the time has come. Breast, Griffin, please. It's called the chicken titty. Uh-oh. They really are, huh? This is not a good look.
Sorry. Can you still fight?
I can't, Charlotte! Help me out here! Rhine! Oh no! It begins!
Sorry.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. I was like, why did everybody just decide to leave us alone? Couldn't even start by healing. We should fusion Sidon with Keaton until we have some horrifying shark-wolf hybrid with fur and scales. He'll have 3 dawns. I dub him Keaton. Neon Blue, why the fuck did I read that? No, let's not use speed. I'm gonna use, I guess, shield. I don't know. Oh, just in time. Oh no, I'm dizzy.
Hang in there. Don't give up.
I'm gonna have to get dead very soon. I don't think there's bouncing back from this. Ryan, I can kind of wiggle my way over here, but come on. Oh no, my gauge is empty. I don't even have the option. See, taking on these dudes one at a time is doable, but I may have to take another crack at this. And I'm starting to get warned about visions as well, so I gotta remember what to do about that. So let's see, if it has a V in it, that means I use speed? We'll find out next time. Even Drake and Josh and iCarly are in the same universe despite sharing actors. It's so weird. There's like a Dan Schneider-verse. I had no clue this was a thing. I have weirdly fond memories of that show. Everybody does. Mercifully, I don't, because Nickelodeon, again, we didn't grow up with those channels. I only had, like, PBS and the news. And I guess 4Kids, because that was Fox. But then they canceled it. See, but this is the thing. If we don't learn how to take these guys down now, what are we gonna do later when it becomes necessary to fight against enemies this powerful, you know? Let's give it a shot. Oh, with 2? Maybe not. See, like, against this 1, 3-on-1, maybe we got a chance, but against 2, I'm assuming this dude is equally, like, high-powered. I don't think we're as well prepared. Get good, Griffin? You know what? If you were here earlier, Neon Blue, you'd be saying something very different. I was going into this actually doing quite a good job. I remember when Drake showed up on iCarly and I was like, what? Sounds about right. It's so weird though, because like, on Victorious, they're talking about like, oh, that's an episode of Drake and Josh, and it's like, there's like cross-promotion. It's more than a Schneider-verse. It's like a Russian doll of TV shows within TV shows within TV shows. It's so bizarre. I've never seen anything like it. All enemy arts with Roman numerals need shield of the same level or above. Aw, you're a miracle. Thank you so much. This party is not one that's often used by players who know what they're doing. If there's no better way to say that. But you know what? I've come this far, you know? I've got to stick to what I know. I can make this setup work. Like, we're so close, you know? I hated Sam and Cat, not gonna lie. I didn't even know that Sam and Cat was a thing until I like brought up this babysitting thing with another friend and like, oh yeah, Sam and Cat. And it's like, that's even more bizarre, because that's like a Victorious iCarly crossover. Surprisingly enough though, this guy's lower level, so if we can handle this on top of fighting that other Telethia, we should be able to crack through this. Even though I don't know what I'm doing, I think I can kind of make this work still. Kind of. Oh, but now there's another second guy! Come on, get in line, one at a time, please. Ah, there goes Sharla. Oh, thanks! They're actually like pushing me towards her. Just in time to use a heal. Every game Griffin plays, he does a challenge run by kneecapping himself with bad decisions. You said it. The enemy used Soul Read. Hey, what's Soul Read? Eh? I fell for hours! Oh, hours, long time. Well, it seemed like hours. Oh god, it's poisonous water. How do we get out of this? I think I see some glowing lights over there, but that might have been like where an enemy fell. I don't see any shores to swim to. I'm getting digested, I guess.
Sorry.
Charlotte, at this point, should be a tank. That's an interesting take. Soulry just gives plus 180 evasion for the duration of the aura. Some Telepia. Oh god! We're right back into this then, huh? Some Telepia have it. Yeah, I think, like, when it comes to Xenoblade, you know, I'm constantly... As a wise man once said, my world is growing, changing each day. With mommy and daddy, I'm finding my way. Doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. But man, that's like... That's been all Mechon. I was talking about this earlier, but with Telepia, it's a whole other wheelhouse, which I'm very unfamiliar with. It was the Machina Forest tutorial. God, it might have been. Even though I did my best to, like, read that, I think some of it definitely, like went over my head by this point in the game. Frankly, even by that point, you know? Like, I don't think there was a point where I ever truly grasped everything that the game wanted me to, even at the time where it was the most pressing and necessary. Okay, the other one's taking a nap. This is good news. I didn't need to use Shadow Eye right there. I'm just like scrambling for arts to use, I guess. How familiar are you with chain attacks? I'm so sorry if I don't recognize you as the person who helped me with. There's occasionally been Xenoblade experts who have shown up to try and give me a hand here and explain the mechanics to me, but I typically only really like using chain attacks when there's a boss battle going on, because as somebody who dies a lot, the party gauge is more useful to me for healing enemies who, or allies rather, who are already like dead, because that happens quite a lot, and I don't know where I'd be if I weren't constantly reviving my teammates. And with the chain attack, that's like an all or nothing sort of situation, and I think given the way, given what I know and the way I play, it's just too risky for me. That said, I don't know what happened, but I'm chewing through this guy a lot quicker than I was last time. I think I might want to start reading what they're actually doing, because I haven't really been paying attention to it up until now. For each enemy you kill in chains, you get back 1 bar of party gauge and get bonus XP, SP, AP. Interesting. Also, Ryan's down. Whoopsie. As long as you can guarantee kills. See, that I didn't know. That's actually really interesting. Total immunized V. So that's gonna be same level or higher, so that's what the V means. So I gotta use... I mean, either I fill the gauge, which I can't do yet, or I fill up my Monado gauge, and I don't think I can do either of those things in time. I might, like, back up a little bit, maybe. Just kind of let my team handle that one. Oh! Oh! Oh, never mind, it's like... I thought that was gonna be like a big blast, like in a big circle, and if I backed out of that circle, I would have been fine. Clearly, not the case. Perhaps the party gauge is more worth entertaining than I previously thought, because, yikes. Yeah, I'll have a look after I'm in, like, a safe spot to actually look at,
Sorry.
what I've got in terms of what my shield is leveled at, because I actually don't know, but I can certainly take a look. The problem is that every time I spawn, these guys come for my wig. I mean, not right now, technically. I could, like, stand over here a little bit. I'm sure there's, like, stuff I can upgrade a little bit in the art and skills section. This is skill trees. There's one thing that I like looking at. This is the page. This is my favorite page. Oh, shit. Let's max out shield, why don't we? I didn't even realize we had the option to crank these all the way. Don't mind if I do. So this is AP for this. Is there anything else we can... Cyclone! The Monado's power attacks enemies all around its wield. When did we get this? Yeah, I'll fuck with this a little bit, why not? Everything else is like a million AP here, so why not? Let's take a look at some other party members, though, and see what we got. Is there anything we can... This is maxed out for Shulk as well, actually. No, this is the same page I'm looking at. I gotta click this. Yeah, there we go. So this is locked off. We're at the ceiling on this. But regarding Rhine, is there anything extra we can do, or have we hit the ceilings that we need to for the time being? Because it's not the end-all be-all answer, but it certainly does help out here and there. Like, yeah, Charlotte's got a lot to go around. Let's see what we can do with her. Headshot's pretty good. Man, what does she have equipped at the end of the day? Okay, let's see. Let's have a look-see. So I think that and Cure Bullet is what I... Oh, just barely not enough. Okay, so Cure Bullet for next time then, I suppose. Charlotte should have Drive Boost. Cyclone was obtained in Mechonis Core. Both very interesting facts. So, I should equip Drive Boost? Let me have a look-see here at what Drive Boost actually does. Reduces cooldown of all arts except... Oh, that is a good idea. And we have the ability to, like, also crank this one up all the way. The question is, out of what we have equipped, what do we replace it with? Or rather, what gets replaced by Drive Boost? So I'm just gonna, again, one more time, slowly scroll through what I've got, and then chat can tell me, and then I'll get back into the battle. I'll get in the gang and play. But that should help out a little bit, I think. If people are done with their skill trees, go ahead and change them. Oh boy, skill trees I've touched even less. Good thinking, emoji pose, Shulk. See, the question is, to what? Do I, like, skill links, I think is what I want. Do I move, like, further down the line here, or...? No, okay, I'm looking at this, I'm totally confused again. Somebody did try to explain this to me earlier, but I think if I were to look at it, like, blind right now, I would not know what I'm doing. I would need a hand before I, have another shot at that. You don't really need Tranquilizer in this party. Okay. Hold that thought. Oh god, hold that thought indeed. Oh, I might want to be telling the team to focus our efforts as well, because I've been forgetting to do that as well. I did it like once with Melia at the very beginning, and then I just kind of forgot. See, the good news here is that if we can inflict a break, then this dude can just fall all the way down to their death, and then we're good to go. Although I was told earlier that Soul Read is bad news, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah, because we're getting misses now. So this I do need a purge on, I think, before I can start doing anything else.
It's okay.
Dump Shulk into humanity, like he's done with his line. Oh boy. I mean, I can take another look and I can try to decipher what that means, but it's gonna take a second.
My rifle's getting hotter.
Okay, there we go. That ought to do the trick. Let's see. There we go. I mean, I'm getting some immunes, but hey, damage is damage. What do you mean, die? You didn't...
Sorry, I got focus.
Oh, you got a focus, Ryan? On what? You know, there were certain areas before in this game where, you know, sometimes you were on high up ledges or big bridges, but when you got knocked back like that, you would kind of hit an invisible wall. Like, the game would be like, that's unfair. You should stay on this platform, on the ground. That is not the case up here. Knockbacks are a goddamn death sentence, and now these guys are back. As soon as I'm in another safe space, I will consider that. Oh boy, I'm dead already! Man, I was expecting things to nosedive. I was expecting things to get a little bit tricky, but that is, much faster than I expected it to happen. Like, we've nosedived quite hard here, but let's see. Let's switch Charlotte to Drive Boost and get rid of Tranquilizer, and we'll see how far that takes us. This is Ryan. That explains a lot. So I don't need... As well as the characters out of the party? I don't know if we need it that bad. How do I equip things? Oh, that's Y for set. So I want to do Drive Boost, which I think is up here. And then I get rid of Tranquilizer. Right. And then we're good, I think. So I also want to take a look at skill trees. So how does this work? I have to switch... Oh, I see. No, I get it. Wait, okay. So I do that for everybody? I just go for whatever the blank one is? So what I have selected here, are these a specific, is each column its own unique set of like skills and traits and whatever, or once they're unlocked they all stay equipped? I kind of want Griffin to play a Digimon game because the evolution would be so confusing. I played one on GameCube. I rented one with my brother that was like kind of a top-down like fighting Digimon game. I don't know if that's how they all play. But does anybody know which one that is then? So the skill tree that characters are in determines where the SP goes after battles. Once a skill is learned, they'll stay equipped. Okay, cool, cool.
Okay, guys. Now we're pulling together. So this is what teamwork is.
Let's not do this.
Now it's right. This is Monodo's power. Boom. Aura. Good win.
You know, sometimes, like the first half of health on these guys, I can like blast through at a really fast pace, and then the second half, it kind of like stops, and then everyone starts dying. And I think I need to like start paying more attention as to why exactly that is. Also, secondly, let's focus our efforts. And Charlotte, maybe focus on standing on your feet. On your Dan Schneider feet. Again! Oh god! This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm getting at, folks. Wait, isn't Tranquilize the one that like makes them take a nap though? I like it when they take a nap. I find that genuinely helpful. Ryan's art setup is surprisingly good. Why is immunizing a bad thing? Oh no, not the vaccines! Maybe they're immunizing against me. Yeah, I was hoping I could get like an auto attack in there, get a shield in, but I don't think the time was on my side there. New strategy, I'm just gonna walk through here before these guys even spawn in. Somehow I get the feeling that they have not, or rather are not, going to lose their interest anytime soon. These are some floaty boys. Oh. Well, never mind me. See, but this is the thing, because if I can't get that, that only means that I'm gonna hit an even bigger wall later on. I don't know if that's the best decision to make here. For future reference, does anybody know what level the Rithia is? This is a horrible place to start learning the game. That's one way to say it, yeah. That's one way to put it.
Everyone, let's go!
I don't know, I mean, it certainly doesn't help because Telethia in specific had like a lot of weird quirks that I don't really, shall we say, get. All I know is you use Purge on them. That's about it. 75. Your level is fine if you know the setups. I suppose it's just that in the past, I've always been more like... I've always been on the same level as the enemies I fight against, so to be under-leveled is, a little bit unusual. I don't know if that's like what you're supposed to do, and then there's just a spike and everything's supposed to be above you all of a sudden, or if I did something wrong and now I've like fallen behind. But let's see. Let's try Cyclone.
Behold the power of the Monado.
So that what did damage? I guess I don't know. No blast. This is gonna be a knockback thingy. Oh, or not. You've just been over-leveled all game. If only that was the case, because you know what? It sure doesn't feel like it. Don't use Purge unless you know the enemy uses an aura. Okay. What's an aura? I know kind of what it is. Cyclone doesn't have a purpose in this party. It's useful for different parties. I see. So the question becomes, do I have a shield that can react to this in time? Oh, I'm alive. Okay, I'll take it. For now. Aura being Soul Read or Super Aura in the case of this enemy. These are very useful lessons. Thank you very much for trying to help me. But for these guys in particular... How am I already dead? That's like 4,000 damage in a snap.
Let's focus our efforts.
Focus on this guy, and everything will be fine. You know, like, what is it specifically with the way I'm playing against these two guys that's given me such a hard time? Is it really the level? And also, if I don't use Purge, what Monado art should I be using when this gauge is full? Should I be playing more defensively, maybe? And use shield and speed even when, like, I'm not getting visions of it? That was kind of diagonal. I don't know what position. I probably should have better positioned myself for that one. Pesky thing! Meanwhile, Charla's just over here. Shulk's agility isn't very good. He's missing. Oh, I thought it was just because, like, these guys... I think when they close, it makes it harder to get them? But I could be wrong on that. Don't use shield outside of visions. Oh, okay, okay. Just hold the talent, really. Wait a second. No, we're okay. How are we okay? How did we come out of that alive? Okay, let me take another look at this. Because if I don't need to be using... If Shulk's agility isn't very good, then how do I improve it? See, typically, in the order of like, okay, this isn't good, so I'll tweak this, and now that's up to date, you know. In terms of getting all my ducks in a row, the next thing I would usually resort to is like looking at armor, but I haven't really like found any since last time. I'm kind of already wearing the best that I've got, you know, so I don't know. I think I've just got to find like a new strategy rather than blast through it with pure numbers. These guys are nice though. I don't have very much trouble when it comes to this one. I don't know. Wait a second, who's... Oh! I thought he was taking a nap, not Charla. Yeah, let's cut that out. Can Rindling Dunban sustain spirit? Ooh, boy. I don't know what that means, but I can certainly look into it for you, probably. Nah, they're already broken. I shouldn't have used both of those in a row. Let's go for Shadow Eye. I'm assuming that's like a skill tree related thing? Because there's some sort of like second screen that you go to, and then you can like borrow abilities from other characters. This isn't even the pure numbers party. Well, I'm saying that even if I wanted to go with that strategy, it is not available to me.
Sorry.
Oh god, the Wombo combo.
This is the Monado's power.
Okay, so when it's a Roman numeral, you use shield, and when it's colored, you use speed? If this is to be believed? Man, that's a lot of ones. That's what I like to see. See, this guy isn't bad at all. I've certainly got it in me to still like make progress in some of these encounters, but it's just certain enemies that give me a hard time, I suppose.
No? Anyone?
Neon Blue, I'm not reading that. Yes, borrowing skills for coin cost is skill linking. So that's in the skill tree. And so I want to link Dunban's Sustained Spirit? Skill links. I think I just deactivated that. I think he already had Sustained Spirit earlier. That's what was in that slot. So I suppose to answer your question, yes, he can, and he has. Sarsaparilla. Well, no, that's Sarsaparilla. I need me some sarsaparilla. See, like, okay, Officer Robusto. I can take a couple of these in a row. This is not a problem whatsoever. I like these guys. Look at this. These aren't even yellow names anymore. We really do live in a society.
Fire it up.
God, I really don't like that these things can move around. They remind me a little bit of the worms from Sonic 06.
Don't give up. I'm right next.
Ryan, you're gonna fall.
Keep at it. Yeah.
Speaking of, so am I think. Just about.
Let's keep up the pressure.
Charlotte.
I'm really feeling it. Quick. Yeah, Shulk. Get stuck now. It's right time. Extreme edge.
See, it's one thing to be like taking on one guy on his own, but the group effort is not helping.
I see it.
If I just want to get rid of like one of these little tentacle guys, and then I'll go help Charlotte. Genome break. So that would be speed, right? But I just used my Monado art to spam as much damage as I could in as short of a period of time, but not in time to get not toppled, I guess. Boy, the frames. This is the power of the Wii U. Eh? Come on, Charlotte. Oh no! At the very last second, oh, poor Ryan. He can't even get around if he wanted to. Blue is ether, you don't have the art. What? I don't have the art for that. How good is Ryan's agility? Beats me. Oh god, now these guys are back. Which was the route that I liked? I think I like going this way. And I guess somehow I just went unnoticed this time. Will miracles never cease? I guess that's kind of the interesting part about there being multiple routes, is that you can kind of try and pick the path of least resistance. Listen, Shulk can see the future, and I see a future where I at least get to 71. I don't know if I'm gonna get to the end. That was never a guarantee from the beginning of this, because I was going into this expecting to kind of fall face first, but I may be able to, like, get close by the end. Is Melia done with her? I have not used Melia once. Willingly, that is. There's, I think, been 2 times where I've been forced to use her, and neither time I knew what I was doing. You'll think this is bad. Wait until you see my Melia gameplay. It's nothing. It's nothing. I literally do nothing with her, and then the rest of the team does all the work. And not in the good way. I mean that I, like, self-sabotage my team, and it's only because I can't even do that properly that I end up accidentally winning. No, people have been recommending Melia since, like, the very beginning, as soon as we got her, but I refuse to listen, because fuck that. It didn't work for me then, and I don't think it's gonna work for me anytime soon. I tried! Okay, this is gonna be shield. That's an easy one. Yeah. I don't know, I really think a lot of it has to do with how I approach certain kinds of enemies, because clearly this guy's fine. That guy on his own, I can handle it no problem. I just realized this game would probably seem much less tedious if Griffin were playing more than just Shulk. Yeah, probably. So that's that. What happens if I go the other way? Is there maybe an easier encounter? Like a longer way, but like a kinder way, perhaps? Melia is technical, but it's more like her honesty skill tree is needed for early Oh, I am not touching the post-game. Don't you worry about that. As soon as we get to Zanza, as soon as we roll credits, that is it. Oh, it's just some ether stuff over here. I've always, like, collected this, but I don't think I've ever used it for anything once. But hey, while I'm here. So what part of the body is that? Hey, and it's worth some XP too, so why not? But then again, we also live in a world where every single one of these encounters is getting like 100,000 XP, and that one's like 500, so don't know how effective I'd say that really is. Post-game hype. Yeah, we spent like a whole another year playing this. I'm good. Speaking of Sonic 06 worms, maybe I can lure these guys from like afar, and then they can come to me, and Officer Roboto won't even Maybe I'll lure you, while the wormies aren't interested, and then I'll get this guy on his own, and then just come to the wormies later. Because handling them all at once, that's one thing. That's a bit tricky. I don't think I can do that. But hey, one at a time, that's more like it.
We're starting to look like a team.
See, I would want to get behind, but I'm kind of scared to try, even. Okay, well, I'm taking a nap, I guess. Oh, never mind, we're good. That's encouraged. Usually when I get that prompt, I ignore it. Should I be doing that, or is there like a real tangible benefit to encouraging? Is there really no way around this thing? This is a very narrow bridge. Yeah, I can't get through these leggies. This is certainly one way to do it. See, this way though, we're all like next to each other, so if anybody's in trouble, I'm not too far away to help them out. If you just want to do Zanza, the best party controlling Shulk that's easy for newbies. You saw that. It pushed me. It pushed me. The collision corrected itself and I got teleported to the cliff. Nice day for a swim. Well, now's a good time to read chat, I suppose. Is Shulk Dunban Rhine or Shulk Rhine Dunban? See, that's another thing. I said at the very beginning of the stream that I vaguely remember the order of the characters having a role to play. So if I were to use the three that I have right now, is Shulk Rhine Charla better or is Shulk Charla Rhine better? Personally, I would have the HP of the worms and then do a red damage chain to guarantee kills on the white tag, then move on to chain the yellow. God, no, none of this. Nuh-uh. Low tension equals minus 50 ACC. I'm assuming that's acceleration or accuracy, probably. Lowest tension equals 5% hit rate. Encouraging brings that back to normal. Oh, okay, cool. If you did use Shulk Dunban Rhine, then you need to learn how to aggressively chain.
We can't lose.
I can maybe learn how to competently chain by the end of the game, but aggressively, that's another story. But yeah, I think the bridge strategy isn't going to work if it's such a narrow space. What we might be able to do is lure the big guy over to the platform where this current big guy is, and that might give us the room we need to actually take this on properly. Now's the perfect time for a chain attack, says Shulk right after he falls off of a cliff into a giant vat of acid. Well, there's no better time than the present.
Forget it. Hit 'em hard next time. Thanks. Bring it on. We can do it.
Order just determines your art's order. Oh, like the order in a chain attack. I think in that case I would want Charlotte to be my number 2, right?
Good.
Well, no, because
What are you doing, Shulk? Get up.
if I'm thinking about this, Shulk would do break, Ryan would do topple, and then I guess Charlotte would use headshot?
No way.
I better have shield available to me. Okay, phew. Speaking of,
We haven't lost yet.
Sorry, I'm slowing.
what do you want to chain? Well, I think the last time somebody gave me advice on how to organize my party, it was Shulk, Ryan, Charla. So I think I've got it correctly. It's just that, since Shulk, since story stuff happened, my party got, really rearranged, and I wasn't sure what my arrangement was before that, so I may have put it back together incorrectly, but I'm not actually sure. I think this is the way that I want to go. If Charlotte's number 2, you get a blue heel round chain. What does this mean? Not even in a mean way, I'm actually curious though. Oh, you're closer now, aren't you? Worm time? Look at this guy. Look at this guy's walking animation. You love to see it. This guy kind of reminds me of the piranha plants in Sunshine that go. If Rhine is third, you could do a guaranteed X3 sword drive, slit edge headshot sword drive. Oh. Break Topple Days is the worst chain you could do at this point. It's just tutorial? Okay, well that's a start. I like the sound of X3 sword drive though. Let's do that then. Let's swap you and you. Yes, that's what I want. Slit edge headshot sword drive. Yep, okay. Blue chain equals light heal. Heal around X2 blue chain for plus 100% effectiveness. You know what though? I'm still gonna lure this guy, but this guy's like skinny enough to like fight from the bridge. I don't think the other guy's gonna fit. Fucking Officer Jiggles or whatever his name is. But this guy we can make work, I think.
Now we're working as one.
And as one, we're unbeatable.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so good, does it? That's amazing.
Good thing I'm here.
Oh, Officer Robusto, not Officer Jiggles.
Don't let a single one escape.
Okay, let's take a crack at this again. Blue chains are only for emergencies, though. Well, the way you're telling it to me, the way I'm absorbing it, is that you have to, like, set up your party before going into a battle knowing what it is that you want to do, what's going to be the most effective, which I guess isn't even, like, a bad thing, but it's less of an on-the-fly thing, for sure, from what I understand. You guys don't want to, like, on now? Maybe? A little bit? Yeah, there we go.
Get back to it, Ryan.
I kind of wish this guy's name was Officer Jiggles. That's great. No, I'm not going to use this. I'm going to use this, though.
This isn't going well.
Or for chain canceling enemy attacks. Yeah, that's what ended up working during the, oh no. Oopsie. That's what ended up working during the Jade Face boss fight. Because I took forever to do that one, and that's what saved the day at the very end. We just got enough cancels in a row. Your agility stat is still garbage. Okay, so what to do about that then? Would that be done by just like better equipment or what? Or would that be, and I hate to say it, side quests? Genome break. That's gonna be, well, nothing, because I don't have anything to counter purple, but I can try using speed online just for the hell of it. Only to do this to myself. Great. I'm tired. Put in agility. Put in agility gems into what? Into your armor? Oh.
Not good, guys. You okay?
This is very strange to me, hearing this, because that's a system that I haven't touched whatsoever, so it would certainly explain having a bad stat, yeah. Yo, Topple, don't mind if I do. And yet, whether I like it or not, we found our way onto the bridge yet again. I mean, we could try pushing this guy like we did the other one. That could work. It's not impossible.
I'm not doing too well.
Just what I needed. We can definitely do this. Thanks. Shadow Eye. What? Let's get him.
But I used, come on, I used the thingy.
Forget about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, this guy's health goes way slower than the other guy. At first I thought it was kind of a copy-paste, but I actually noticed, only like just now, that the names are actually different, so that may have something to do with the difference in how I'm doing with these battles. Oh god, it's Charlotte that's down as well. That was too close for comfort. It's gonna be weird getting used to like the new position that everybody has, because I bet that I'm gonna try and heal one when I mean to heal the other now.
Hey, hey! We're not done here yet.
This really ain't good. Shadow Eye.
So would you suggest that agility is the one thing that's missing from my approach here with this team, or what? With the enemies that I've been struggling with, or what would you say? Because I find that it's because I take too much damage, so how do I do that less? Oh god, I don't even have the party gauge filled.
Sorry, it's my fault.
Not good. I'm losing it. Oh no!
Seen any good movies lately? Well, the nameplate also indicates that it's a UM, so it's a mini. It's a what? It's a mini boss. That's certainly, god damn it, would explain a thing or two. I'm gonna take another crack at this guy. Now how does how does that happen? And that's why we get out. That's why we leave. Alright, so put agility gems into your gear? Would that be in the party? Shulk, change equipment. I mean, I've got some empty slots here, but as I recall, yeah, I don't have any agility gems, let alone any of any kind. So how do I get them even in the first place? Yeah, I don't think anybody has these things equipped. Because you hear the special music. Oh. I mean, I guess if we got, like, stuff that, like, whatever came with it, but, yeah. That could certainly play a part. What if I take the fork on this fork? I don't think I've gone this way yet. Have you ever touched the Collectopedia? The Collectopedia... Maybe for, like, when I need to drop stuff. Does it factor into getting those gems? Oh, great, it's just more of these fuckos. But it's one. I can handle one. I think.
I don't want anyone dying out there.
It's a very bizarre thing to choose. I meant to click Shadow Eye. Oh, watch this big guy get involved now. Oh no, you're not flying, you're standing actually, that's fine. Oh, no, too late for that. Topple lasts so little. It's just such a big enemy, I guess, that it feels closer than it really is. Or you could gemcraft. How do I... I've never done either of those things. I'm like vaguely aware that they are a thing that you can do, but you aren't in a topple party, so your topples are pitiful. Thanks. No, but it's okay. I got like one of these guys. That's something. That's pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Oh, I didn't realize if that was gonna be like a cliff or not.
More enemies.
But we're so close to this one.
Yeah, this is a good pace.
Shulk, don't you do it.
More enemies.
Okay.
Come on, we're depending on you. Like heal. How good are we?
I just want to get one of these guys, just once in my life. Phew.
Can you still fight?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see how this one's gonna work out though, because this feels like one. If I'm just doing them one at a time, then I stand a better chance. But hey, maybe it's a mini boss. Who knows these days? Unless you did the portable gem craft. I have barely touched side quests. I am sorry to report. Gem craft by talking to the gem man in Colony. Isn't that like the 1-1 like hometown? It's a bit anticlimactic, but if you think it's a significant boost and it's quick, then maybe. I mean, my inventory is constantly overflowing, so if I can start putting something towards something useful, then like maybe a little. Oh, I gotta use Purge.
Gotta cool off.
That may be something worth researching for between now and next stream then. See, but this is good advice, because where else would I go to learn this? Like, deadass, I knew what was coming, and I'm like, I should like look up the game facts just to like refresh my memory on what's ahead. And here we are. You know, advice can only go so far when that advice kind of assumes that like you're willing to change your party loadout, and also that you've done all the instructions that the previous 90 hours of that walkthrough gave you, which neither of which is my situation. So to have experts who are kind of trying to work around my, let's call them deficiencies, is really an unmatched help. Talk to people and read things? There's just a lot of it sometimes, you know? I guess my biggest like aversion to that is the fact that I'm just streaming this at the same, you know? If I'm doing it on my own time, then sure, I'll waste all the time I want doing side quests, even though I'm not going to do all of them. But when it's on stream and I'm still kind of maybe sort of a little bit trying to aim for like completing this by the end of the year, it's like, even though the stuff you do in the side quests helps you out in the main quest, like, it's not my immediate priority, you know? The game facts walkthrough on this game is horrible, unless they're just references. I mean, I'm not like paying super close attention to whatever the walkthroughs say, but if I'm generally just like strategies for bosses and stuff. Like, this one could be a little tough, but if you do this, then you can, you know, this is how you react to this challenge. And sometimes it does come in handy. But again, handy in general and handy for me, my dumbass. Why did I do that? Case in point, specifically, is kind of tricky. The good news, though, is that I think I just ended up opening this route up by going the other fork, because, again, I can handle this first dude, no problem. I just always got ambushed before, but because I took the other route first, now this is completely undefended, except by this one dude. And if there's one thing that I can do in this area, it's taking on these dudes one at a time. Spending time understanding how the game works is likely worth it in saved time later, and may allow avoiding 4-hour boss fights. It was only like 2 or 3 hours, come on. Don't be ridiculous.
You can do better than that.
I really can. That's the main catchphrase this stream. You can do better than that. Oh, I'm getting some misses. Purge, maybe? I think they might have done their telepia thingy, but I just didn't catch it.
It's okay.
I'm still getting some misses. I'm assuming this has to do with garbage agility, though, or what have you. Oh, I love it when arts get cancelled, especially ones that take like a minute to recharge. I'll just state that your party is a horrible fit for Larithia. Like I'm not having enough trouble as it is.
I'm not doing too well.
Oh, thanks. Oh shit, I gotta use shield. But to do that, I gotta land hits, which I'm not doing. Come on. Just barely made it, oh my god. Where is Brian even? There you are. Hi, friend. Somehow I think you'll do a better job taking damage than fucking Charlotte. Yeah, it's not soul read, it's just low tension. Ah! Use Battle Soul if desperate for talent. I don't know if I'm that desperate. Go after Ryan. Go after Ryan. Go get the stick. Okay.
I'm not doing too well.
Right. Great attack.
Was it? I didn't see anything even land.
Let's keep up the pressure.
This is so much.
Hang in there. Hang in there. Don't give up.
Boy, that is some serious flashing lights.
Right, you're a lifesaver. This isn't going well.
Yeah, what did I do the one time that I actually beat this thing? Am I legit like misremembering what happened, or? Thank you so much, thank you so much. I know they're facing me head on, but I'm kind of in the mood where I'm just spamming things for the sake of it, because we're so close. Not speed, but I guess speed now. I didn't mean to even click that. This really is a Mephiles moment, like that one bit in Sonic 06 where they just decide to flash purple light and then Sonic dies. That's me right now. Did I do? I don't think I did. This is this other dude, right? Yeah. Just in time.
Sorry.
Also, you're not chaining enough. Do we speak of this in terms of chain attacking? Because if so, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Not good.
How am I still going?
Losing it.
I mean, party gauge is completely gone, so there I go. But hey, that's something. So I should chain attack more often, is what you're saying. I'm gonna try... See, hold on. Because there's two forks here, right? One of them leads to the thing that I clearly still have some trouble with. And this way led to a thing that I could do. But once I got to this platform, I like turned around and then went back on the original route. What happens if I keep following this road? I don't think I've gone this way. Chain attacking, of course. Are there any other chains in this game? Good point. I don't know. From my perspective, when you know so little about the depth of this combat system, it's like, who knows, maybe there is a second thing to chain. Why not, right? Or maybe there's like arts chaining. The possibilities for things that I don't know are truly endless. Thank you. Oh, what about you indeed? Let's help you out too. Oh, great. This thing. I mean, at least the bit up there, though, that's one that I've proven that I can do. It's just a matter of putting the next win to good use. But in order to do that, that kind of involves winning.
Go on.
You know, if there's nowhere to possibly swim to recover, it would be nice if they just made it an instant death pit. I don't think there's anything of value down there. Don't you two start with me. Don't you do it. Thank you. Why not check out gem crafting now? Well, because I'm almost at 71, and we're almost at the point where I'm probably just gonna switch to Undertale in a little bit anyways. So if I do go back to Colony 9, like, I don't think I'll be able to, like, put any of what I do to good use within this stream. I could because I started as early as I did, but I don't know. Seems like more of a do-it-off-stream sort of tangent. See what I mean about how quickly the first half goes down, though? What's up with that? It's like seconds. And then for whatever reason, I just cannot make this second half work.
Right. Awesome. Leave it to right.
And then this dude shows up. And then no heal bullet.
Let's focus our efforts.
I mean, we got a break. Why not topple? Maybe that's why. Because everybody keeps fucking missing.
Good to go. Pain. They're coming in droves.
A vision? What do you see, Shulk? What do you think's gonna happen? Well, if it's off stream, I can't really... Well, my mindset, thinking about assuming... Oh, a heal just in time. Great. But I would just, like, look up what I need to make agility gems, and I've held on to everything that I've collected the entire game, so I can't imagine why I wouldn't have anything that would help me craft that. It just seems like a lot of tedium. I mean, that's kind of what this is right now, but... Even though I keep kind of banging my head against a wall with a lot of these encounters, it feels like more immediately like I'm getting somewhere, even if that's not necessarily the case. And again, I've got like 5 minutes. Where do these flying dudes keep coming from, though? Because I'd like to think... Yeah, they're kind of just hanging out, and you can see them coming from like a mile away, but sometimes they really do just like to show up, huh? Is that what the antibody thing does? I mean, technically, I think there was a cutscene where the Telethia literally were described as antibodies, so that could have something to... deal with it. You know what? I'd rather have this happen first than fight Yoshi's Woolly World over there. Well, I could level you up to 72 in like 5 minutes, but well, I mean, I'm almost at 71, so let's go for 73. You know what? I at least want to see what's at the end of this road, and then depending on what that actually ends up being, Soul Reed, that's gonna be a purge. I can make some time to go back to Colony 9 on stream.
We can do even better. Come on, Charlotte. Backslash.
Cause you know what? Maybe I'll do things off stream and then I'll like do them wrong, and then I come back and then we have another full stream of just this. Cause you know what? Femi made a good point. Is that, you know, a couple minutes here and there can like avoid 4 hours later, so... Okay, this is fine. Wait, somebody fell. Who fell? I'm getting like jostled around, and it is not in like any intended way. Oh, this is no good. I thought I was doing quite a good job with just the one. Now I'm not so sure.
This isn't going well. I've got focus.
So, Colony 9, huh? Okay. One last thing. One last tiny little thing. I'm gonna go the quote-unquote wrong way again. To General Gigolo, or whatever his name is. Because there's the one big boy before that that I can't handle. And I'm just gonna farm for like a little bit of XP to get me to 71, and then it's off to Colony 9. That'll do the trick.
We can't lose.
Because this is like the one thing I can do, you know? But yeah, I mean, even someone as unobservant as me is noticing a lot of misses here, and if it's bad now, it's only gonna get worse later, so... And maybe it's not exclusively agility stuff that I need, you know? I might want to go for some other stuff depending on what I have available to me, so I'll try and take a crack at it. You know, at a certain point, there's like... Because I've gone this long without touching the gem crafting system, and I did it not at all in my first playthrough of this game on my own, I'm almost like determined to prove that I can do it without it, but why? I think Femi put it best by describing it as kneecapping myself, you know? Because you're stubborn. Hell yeah, I am! Don't you forget it. Speaking of jiggling. You know, though, there was an area like this in Xenoblade 2 where I was able to exploit the ability to push enemies off of cliffs for, like, free XP. There's gotta be a way in a place like this to be able to replicate that constantly to get, like, non-stop kills and get an insane amount of leveling up done. That said, that's 71, so I'm off to Colony 9, I guess. Yippee skip yahoo. Now the question is, how do I fast travel? Toggle menu? No. If I... See, there's a minus map and there's an X map. I think it's the X map. Colony 9. There we go. Boy, the very first area. That is weird. The Gem Man stall, I would assume? Even the game knows what I need. Alright, Sakatumi. Listen here a bit. Hello there, youngin'. I got something that might interest ya. Rather, something to tell ya. It's about this here furnace, so I recognize this furnace from Chugga Conroy. When creatures die, they leave ether crystals behind. Everyone knows that, don't they? Yeah, everyone. Ether particles in the body are, oops, that stuff's too complicated. What, you mean this whole combat system? Just remember that creatures drop ether crystals when they die. But I haven't got to the best part yet. Oh, the best part. Ready? Don't be shocked. This furnace compresses ether crystals and removes impurities. You use it to make ether gems. What? No reaction? Boy, this guy knows exactly the kind of player I am. Kids these days, you don't know how amazing this thing is. He's got a point. I'm sure this is going to change everything. You can use the furnace to make ether gems. They've got the powers of ether crystals, but highly condensed. Those ether gems can give you all sorts of powers. They're great for use in the home, or by the defense force. Just put them in weapons or armor with slots. That's not much of a reaction. Boomer Gem Man. Never mind, it'd probably be quicker for you to try it. If you want to give it a try, just put gems in your weapon slots. But how do I make them? That weapon of yours will do fine. Take all? Wait a second, HP ups? I like HP up. Gems have various qualities. If a gem is inserted into a piece of equipment that has a slot, that weapon takes on that quality. Have it in an empty slot on the Change Equipment screen and press A. Select the gem you wish to equip. As the story progresses, you will gain the ability to make gems yourself. Well, if we haven't gotten it now, I don't know when. Hey you, listen here a bit. Is this additional information, or how are your ether gems? Oh, the look on your face. Looks like you've been bewitched by the wonder of gems! I love how this is like assuming that I'm just like, I come back 30 hours later and I've learned so much and I've used gems so much, but I haven't done a goddamn thing. I know the feeling. I suppose you want to try making your own gem. You're just in time. Have I got a treat in store for you? I've just fixed the furnace. She's warmed up. You just said it was so amazing. It was broken before. You don't need to pay me. I could never charge friends of the great hero Dunban. Use it as much as you like. As much as I like you. I don't have any eligible materials to craft gems. First, select the ether crystals to put into the furnace. Only ether crystals of the same rank can be put into the furnace at the same time. When the strength of a certain quality exceeds 100%, an ether gem with that quality will be formed. Put crystals with matching qualities into the furnace so that the total strength of the quality you're aiming for exceeds 100%. When the strength of a quality exceeds 100% or you have already put in 8, you cannot add any more. Press A to confirm the crystals you wish to put into the furnace. Unless it like takes a second to load, like I'm done, that's it. After selecting the crystals you wish to use, select who will craft. Gem crafting is carried out by 2 party members. Right, the one thing that I recognize is like the turning, like the cranking animation that you do. One is the shooter and the other is the engineer. Use the D-pad to highlight a party member, then press A to select them. The shooter will shoot several times during gem crafting. The result will depend on the abilities of the 2 party members. More likely to enter a fever state, crafting with the strong flame will increase the quality. Party members have different abilities depending on whether they are acting as the shooter or the engineer. Greatly increases the strength of one quality, greatly increases the strength of all quality, gently fills the cylinder gauge. Qualities which exceed a strength of 100% during gem crafting will become ether gems. Qualities that don't become cylinders. 1 quality for each time you fill the cylinder gauge. Cylinders can be used again in gem crafting, just like crystals. Oh, thank God. Okay. Let's start with the 5s then. I was kind of freaking... the 4s maybe. So, weapon power, strength up, aggro up, ether up, muscle up, strength down. Strength down? Why? Of like the enemy? Or of me? Slow, double attack, ether up. But if I want... Wait a sec, I just saw an agility up. So let's start with agility ones. You're an agility up. Okay. What else we got? We got pages. Topple resist. Don't I just want to stack as many agility ups as I can find, though? Is that the way to do it? That's strange. You'd think that they would kind of... There would be an option to group by ability, but okay. All down gems are for the enemy. Try not to waste materials because you're going to waste them right now, aren't you? No, don't? No, don't, you say. Okay, I'm not wasting. Creatures drop ether crystals, but the Bionis got some and all. What they call ether deposits. Keep an eye out for them. At any rate, the Bionis... Yeah, while I'm reading this, what should I do then to get good agility up? At any rate, the Bionis' ether crystals are loaded with power. You don't look too excited. But don't I have to talk to you to craft? I got something that might interest you. A mobile... This is the mobile furnace thing. If you had the right parts, you say. I might have a part. An ultra-small reactor. Colony 6. I probably don't have this then. Unless I, like, found it in the Colony 6 mine. Oh, yeah. Nope. Nuh-uh. Colony 6 is in shambles. Of course I haven't got the ultra-small reactor yet. I just want to use the furnace. Do I have to... Yeah, okay, thank you. Let's see. Do 1 agility up plus 1 something else. And then use Fiora X Melia. You don't have it. Okay. So don't fill all 8 slots is what you're telling me? Well, I saw, like, an agility up, like, down here or something, right? Yeah. Well, these are the 3s, not the 4s, but it's probably better to start with these first. Plus 1 something else. Let's go with... And so it's better if the colors match, right? All the green ones, these ones especially are... Oh, these just mean that they're other agility ups. Okay. Don't fill up all 8 slots. Okay. But if I do, would it make like a really, really good gem? Or would it be like, would it hit a ceiling and then I'd be wasting it? Colors matching doesn't matter. Oh! What does Quick Step do? I like the sound of HP up. So plus 1 other thing and then confirm? And then I'll use Fiora and Melia? Crafting begins with 3 full cylinder gauges. And then Melia? Press plus? Oh, to view qualities. Yeah. I mean, I can't see what I just added again, but... It might have been this? So if I wanted to know what Quick Step was, then I press plus. Increases movement speed. Gotcha. That's the impression that I got. Yeah, you know, I'll combine that then. Or this? No, I did click this. So then confirm. And then Fiora and Melia? So what do you mean 3 to 5 turns? Now loading. This is bizarre.
Like so? Move this bit. Wow. Like so? There we go. Like so? There we go. Yeah. Like so? There we go. Yeah.
Video games, huh? What do you mean choose 3 more? Oh, all I've done is make cylinders. Oh no, do I have to turn everything that I have into a cylinder? Unless the strength reaches 100, a gem won't be made. Yeah, I noticed, so... Your goal is to create 2 strong agility cylinders. So, would you say that I have the idea by now and I can just go through all of this nonsense on my own time, or is there more that I should learn here? Then combine 80 to 99 agility cylinders together with Shulk and Rhyme. Jesus Christ, Monolith Soft! The end is so near yet so far, isn't it? Yeah, let's sort by color. Am I already out of green ones? No, here they are. Here's an agility up. How in the world does one create 80 to well, no, these are the cylinders that I just used before, aren't they? I gotta find gems. Well, here's an agility up, and then I'll combine it with... God, I don't know. Doesn't have to be the same color, so maybe... And the white ones are just random shit, too. They don't seem to have their own specific thing going on. Otherwise, you could just make really crappy gems by just squeezing past 100. JRPGs really do be like this, huh? They can't be satisfied with just making like a straightforward... They just have to always put in bullshit like this. So, is it okay if I get an agility up and just mix it with like literally anything? Or are there like good matchups, would you say? 200 equals better gems, 300 equals best gems. I guess I'll go Ether Defense up, I don't know. And then I do Confirm, and then Fiora and Melia. Like, I'm doing it right so far, right?
This is my forte.
Sure. Like
No
so?
problem.
Move this bit. Yeah!
Let me help too.
Oh my
There we
god,
go.
Shulk!
Yeah! Like so?
There we go. Wow.
Move this bit.
Wow.
It's okay to mix the agility up with literally just anything as long as you don't go over 100. So I do that to all of my gems until I have nothing left but cylinders? But only like my agility up ones? I've got a green one over here. Well, this is good footing. I think I'm already all out of agility ups. I had some level 4 ones though. Let's see. No, but these are already level 4 agility up cylinders. Let's sort by color here. No, all my greens are cylinders. On the agility. I mean, these are raw, but none of them are agility ups. You only need 2 agility up cylinders in 80 to 99, and then you can save and do Shulk X Rhine. So I'm gonna save here, is what you're telling me. I mean, hey, 3 level ups in one stream still ain't bad, but... Oh, I thought you meant like, there's 80, but there's between 80 and 99 eligible, like, things on this list, and I had to do this crafting process 80 times. But you mean like the percentages are between 80 and 99. So I have cylinders, let's sort by color. So I have green cylinders that are between 80 and 99. Hey, that's plus 80. And then I have another one that's 111%. So well, this is higher than 99. Is that okay? Yeah, the strength score. I just got that now. So if I combine these two, is that a good thing? Is that a good idea? And then I use Rein and Shulk on that? Well, Shulk and Rein or Rein and Shulk? Shulk and Rein. Gay rights. No, the other one was 22, so don't use that one. A 22 agility up. This is so weird. I really have just stepped into like a whole other world here, haven't I? The other one was 22, and they just added together. That's 80 and 22? Oh, okay, so this one's... Okay, so I take this, that's 27. Oh, I see. It says in the box above. So if I combine these two, that's good? I go ahead with this. Because, speak now or forever hold your peace. I think I get it. It combines them in the preview. Right, so 111% is the outcome that I'm going to get. So this is going to result in an equipable gem. But do I want to do that, or is it going to be considered a bad gem? See, chat's saying no, so I'm backing out. It's not high enough. Don't do this, no. I love being good at video games. So between 80 and 99. 111 is bad. So am I making a gem or not? Or am I making more cylinders, is what I want to do. 200 plus is the score you're shooting for. Well, I think anything is going to be an upgrade, considering what I have, but... So do I want to take this one, and then combine it with another cylinder to get something that's still underneath 99? So that it doesn't turn into a gem, and I can just keep mixing it with other stuff? You're making another cylinder of the same type. So, yes? If I do this, though, is it going to be Shulk and Rein or Fiora and Melia? They don't seem to get along very well. She likes Stunbound. But I guess it's based on their roles more than how they get along, I don't know. You want to combine two cylinders with scores around 80 or 90 so the outcome will end up near 200 to 300. If you have no high number cylinders, then you upgrade your shitty ones. So I'm going to confirm on this. So 27% plus Ether or something and more Fiora x Melia.
Like so?
Low affinity is good. This is so much. Whose idea was this? How many man hours do you think went into building a system like this? Let's go find more agility ups. I'm seeing some good greens. That's a 68, that's an 84. I might be able to build this one up a little bit. Engineer determines flame preference. No. Yes? Confirm? And then Fiora and Melia? I'm not gonna do all of this on stream. I just want to do it at least until the point where I get it, and then I'll try and farm it. Yeah, incomplete. So now I've got some higher numbers, right? So this is good? I'm doing good? So that's a pretty low one, so let's find an agility up and mix it with that. What do we got gem-wise? Well, you're a good footing. I need more agilities. See, this is I think I've already kind of gone through all of them. And now what I have is, like, completely unrelated. Yes, incomplete gives you stronger cylinders. Okay. I'm just, like, still, like, expecting, like, no, Griffin, what have you done? Sweet Jesus, Pooh, that's not honey! No, this is already a cylinder. See, I suppose it would be helpful if I kept on to any of my level 1s or level 2s, but I didn't know what this shit was when I got rid of it, but... you're an agility up, but you're also a cylinder. But you're also 21, so let's actually go over this. 79 is decent. You can go in ahead and combine the 79 and 84 with Shulk and Ryan. I'll do this for your Amelia thing, and then I'll take a crack at that. So the 79 and the 84, you said.
No problem.
I'll like do one successful gem, and then the 79 with the 84. So that one... Well, this one's 160... Well, but then it says in the upper box that it is 84. So I do click these, and then I hit confirm, and then Shulk and Ryan. White crystals can be anything. Fiora's shooter ability is that the cylinder pool starts at 3. Okay, but what I've just picked is the loadout that chat wanted me to do. I'm good?
I'm all over that.
I've got it.
Alrighty.
To me.
Woo. Alrighty.
There we go.
No, this is gay rights.
Here, try this.
Alrighty.
To me.
Alright.
Yeah, that's above 200 now.
Awesome.
What are you doing?
To you. To me. Woo.
Or rather, it's heat.
To me.
Woo.
To you. There we go. Awesome.
Alrighty.
There we go. Nice one. Allow me to help. To you.
This will probably be halfway decent.
To you. There we go. Nice one.
Alrighty.
There we go.
Alright. Alrighty.
There we go. Awesome.
Alrighty.
To me. Nice one.
Alrighty.
To me.
Alright.
This is a good result. Wow, that's amazing.
Wait, 4?
This is a real beauty.
Wait, I got 2 of them? Increases... So that, is this considered good? Mega Heat, that's the best result? That's 300 plus? Yeah, okay, I think I know what I'm doing, baby. Okay. I'm actually gonna finish. I'm gonna equip those, I'm gonna save, and then when I see you guys next time, I'll have done all of this junk, and maybe we'll be back in the bussy. Let's see. I gotta like figure out how to equip this to begin with. I would go change equipment, and I'm gonna give you an agility up. And we got some other stuff here too. We got an HP up and a strength up from like the tutorial, which, I mean, they're not 4s, but it's more than we had before, so it may be worth considering. But we'll go with an agility up for now. Mega Heat means you get 2 copies of the best result. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Heat means that the crystal goes 1 rank higher. Okay. I'd like give them all to one person, but I'll try and share here. So in terms of how I distribute these though, would Ryan or Charla be best suited for this? And should I exclusively focus on agility, or are there any other stats here that I'm lagging on? Because you can see right now I'm like tabbing through the characters, like these are their stats, like what's lacking here? What should I focus on in terms of gem crafting? Because that's all I'm gonna be doing. Waiting for things to render tonight here. Post Undertale, that is. But yeah, Mega Heat. Don't mind if I do. Agility is the best easy gem. I guess I'll go all in on those at first, and then if I have like enough gems, like, I don't know, maybe I got a lot of HP ups lying around, I'll try to mix those, do what I can with the best slots. Maybe, let me go back in here to kind of explain what I'm talking about. Because there's like these other gems that I've been sitting on. Some of these are like VI. There's some like good stuff in here, but if there's like lacking stuff anywhere, which I don't know, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. No, these are actually all pretty solid. They're like all 3s and 4s. However, if I do end up getting better stuff, then I'll do it. Charlotte needs better HP? Okay, great. Anyways, I think that's enough advice. I think that's enough learning for now. So with that, that was Xenoblade Chronicles for tonight. Thank you for watching. Coming up next is Undertale. Quite possibly the conclusion of the Genocide Run, or at least the approaching of it. So if you're interested in that, then please hold.